After a great comeback victory on the road against the Buffalo Bills, the Pittsburgh Steelers head back home to their home opener at Heinz Field against a classic rival, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, this is a team we have a ton of history with, leading all the way back to the Immaculate Reception.
It's a team that plays us tough every single time we face them.
Every time, and this Sunday will be no different. But before we get into that, guys, man, a few quick shout-outs. Big shout-out to Darian of the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Man, we were on his channel for the Steelers-Raiders preview, just talking Raiders-Steelers football and what to expect come this Sunday. Man, should be a great game. Huge shout-out to him. Definitely go sub up to his channel, especially if you are a Raiders fan. Feel free to check out the video. It is in the description of this video, as is the links to our sponsor of today's video, BetQL. Hey, all you bettors out there, have you ever wanted to get advantage on your sportsbook? Then you need to download BetQL, the only app you'll need to make smart bets. Their Best Bets computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports and gives you the reasoning behind why you should place the bet. Their model covers everything from spreads, over-unders, and player prop bets. But you don't want to use the model and prefer to do the research yourself? Then BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs.
There is sharp data so you can see who the pros are backing, line movement so you can jump on betting opportunities in real time, team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over-under, and team lineup breaking news and injury status updates.
Plus, you can save all your picks in one place to track your success and winning streaks, as well as view your rank on their leaderboards. Head to the App Store or Google Play Store now to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/SteelTwins to get started now. Enter the discount code TWINS at payment checkout for 25% off any of their subscription offerings.
You can find all this information in the description of this very video. Make sure to check out their BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offers page if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sports books listed. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sports book this football season.
Once again, guys, that is BetQL. Thanks for sponsoring this video.
All right, guys, now let's talk about the Las Vegas Raiders.
Man, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the Raiders. You know, they are coming off of a short week,
but an impressive victory on Monday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens that went into overtime.
A very crazy game, very crazy ending. We're all watching it live, wondering what the hell is going on. And it came down to a wide-open Zay Jones for the touchdown to finally end it.
Yeah, it did.
Crazy game, but, you know, when you look at that game, you do see a lot of competitiveness in the Raiders. Now, we could say all about, we could talk all about the front office, how they've underwhelmed or they've reached on talent lately in the draft since they brought back Gruden and even brought in Mayock as GM, or how they choked the season away last year. Granted, we did as well, but still, we could say all about that. But they are a definite competitive team, and against the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday in the home opener, on a short week for them, yes, it will be no different.
No, it won't. The Raiders are a very talented and competitive football team.
And they are a growing team.
They are.
They are still very young on both sides of the ball, especially on the offense. I guess we will start with the Raiders offense, man. You know, I guess it all starts with the offensive line. They did lose some members on that O-line this past offseason, mainly Rodney Hudson at center.
Yeah, they traded away Trent Brown. So they lost some key guys on the offensive line, and they're starting to rebuild it. You know, when I look at their offensive line, it's still talented. They still got Colton Miller. They got rookie Alex Leatherwood
at right tackle, which I personally think he's out of position. I don't think he's best on the right side. Personally, I think he's a guard.
Quite honestly, I don't think... Now, this is just our opinion. I don't think that should have been the Raiders' first-round pick. Quite honestly, they could have taken either Tevin Jenkins, since he's a natural tackle, right tackle, really, or Christian Darrisaw, but instead decided to go with Leatherwood. He's not a bad player by any means, but he needs to grow.
Yeah, he does.
He does need to grow. But other than that, you know, they got Richie Incognito, but I know he's hurt. He didn't play in the Monday Night Football game.
So could we see John Simpson at left guard again? If that's the case, God bless him, because we all know what Cam Hayward is made of.
Yeah, and they got Nick Martin at center, who is replacing Rodney Hudson.
So the line is revamped. Similar to us, the line is revamped. Some fresh faces on that line. Still young in aspects.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the Steelers pass rush, you know, they will definitely have their hands full. So or the Raiders O-line will have their hands full with
Right,
the pass
because,
rush because this pass rush is dominant.
It's arguably the best in the NFL.
We had, 3 edge rushers or 3 pass rushers in general with 8 or more pressures in week 1.
Yeah, Cameron Harrod, I believe, led those pressures with 12. He had 12 pressures in that game against the Buffalo Bills. It's insane.
Then you had Melvin Ingram with, I believe, 8.
And TJ Watt with 8.
I mean, Jesus God.
I mean, the pass rush came to play. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think I read something like on the lines like the Steelers only blitzed like maybe once or twice the entire game.
No, we rarely blitzed Josh Allen.
Which is kind of rare of us to do because we're Blitzburg.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hardly blitzed.
And again, this is without Stephon Tuitt.
Yes.
So coming into this game, it could be a similar story. This entire defense in general, not just the pass rush, the secondary, everything, has to be a replicate of what we saw last week.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it comes to that line. Alex Leatherwood's definitely going to have his hands full with TJ Watt and Melvin Ingram, that's for sure.
Yeah.
First-round rookie, did not have a great showing against the Ravens, who have very little pass rush. Now he's about to face the best pass rush in the league, the best edge rusher in the league overall. It's
really.
Just,
and the secondary, they got some targets they got to deal with. It starts with quarterback Derek Carr leading the charge right there.
who I still think is underrated.
I feel like at times he's a bit inconsistent. Like there's weeks where he'll play really good, but then there's games where he'll play really down. But Derek Carr, overall, I think he's a very good quarterback for the Raiders.
And we all know who they have at running back, another Bama boy, Josh Jacobs, who is just a very tough runner. He's a guy that won't go down at first contact. He's shifty.
No.
He can get those tough yards. Man, like I don't know what it is about these Bama running backs, but they are just tough physical runners.
They're very elusive. They're hard to take down, and he's gonna be a pain to deal with. He is. Even with his toe injury that he's dealing with, he's still a hell of a back. He's a tough guy.
And Kenyon Drake is a versatile weapon as a great number 2 for him. At receiver, as the targets, you got Darren Waller, top 3 tight end, and I believe in his last 6 games, 5 of them he has received over 100 yards. This guy's a game changer. This guy is dangerous.
The guy's gonna be a problem. The guy's gonna be a problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. No matter how good our defense is, the guy's a freaking monster.
I can totally see us doing something similar to what the Ravens did and putting multiple guys on him to try to limit him, maybe double coverage him. It's going to be tough to limit Darren Waller. This guy is not easy to limit.
Considering the amount of targets that, he gets almost every game. I think against the Ravens, he actually had like 19 targets.
19. The guy gets targeted a lot, but, so do some of the other receivers they got. Hunter Renfrow, not a big stat guy, but incredibly reliable.
Yeah.
Even back to his Clemson days. Very reliable. You got Brian Edwards, who we really liked a lot coming out of college. Showed up real big towards the end of the game last week. You got Henry Ruggs, a speedster who honestly could be a dangerous threat to us because we don't really do too great against speedy guys. You got Zay Jones, who got the game-winning touchdown. I mean, they got weapons. They're very young. Not a lot of big names that pop out to you. They're very young, but they're growing.
They're growing. It's a very talented offense, and I say it could be a challenge for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I do.
I'm not going to underestimate them. That's for sure.
Absolutely not. It's going to be tough. It is for the offense.
But this defense overall has to just be a replica of what we saw last week. This pass rush has to come in key. They got to get the car. They got to pressure them, force them to make mistakes, and these DBs just got to do just as good as they did last week. But they got to try to limit Darren Waller. A lot easier said than done. But he's going to be the biggest game changer because he's the guy that can move the chains, get third down conversions, as is Hunter Renfrow and the other guys they got.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to underestimate this offense of the Raiders. And then we got to try to limit Josh Jacobs, of course. So I like their offense.
Yeah.
Young, not a lot of big names, but they're productive.
And the defense, on the other hand, too, it's got a lot of talent there, too, especially the defensive line.
Yeah, our offensive, we say that the Raiders' offensive line will have their hands full, but so will we, especially our tackles, Dan Moore and Chuck Okorafor. Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby, they showed last week they can be a dangerous edge duo.
Yeah, they can.
Max Crosby had 2 sacks against Alejandro Villanueva, who was a right tackle. And now he's about to face Chuck Okorafor, who I've almost given up all hope for him.
No, he's definitely our worst offensive lineman.
Now, I'd hope he does a hell of a lot better than what Villanueva did, but Chuck's, man, he's just very undependable.
Undependable, inconsistent, just not reliable.
No.
Chucks has to step up. Same with Dan Moore at left tackle. He's going up against Yannick Ngakoue, who I feel like is still one of the best edge rushers. He's still very good.
Yeah.
But I think I saw last night against the Ravens, he hurt his hamstring. So I don't know what the severity of that injury is.
But even then, man, they still got Cleveland Farrell on the line, who was a healthy scratch. He was 4th overall a few years back. Very controversial pick, but they still have him. They got Carl Nassib, who came in big in overtime and got them the fumble on Jackson that got them the possession to score and win the game. They got on interior, they had Jonathan Hankins, Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas, Gerald McCoy, Phylon.
Yeah, Gerald McCoy, by the way, he actually got carted out, so don't know the severity of his injury yet. Hopefully he's good.
But that D-line, similar to Buffalo, is stacked. So this offensive line for the Steelers will have their hands full once again for a second straight week.
And the offensive line, they struggled a little bit, especially in the first half against Buffalo last week. So they have to step up in this game.
And I'm hoping they take what they did in week 1 and just grow upon and take that momentum and face another ferocious edge duo.
Yeah.
Especially Ngakoue and Crosby, man. I can totally see Najee remaining in pass pro and trying to limit Crosby and Ngakoue in some double protection schemes.
They're probably going to have to, yeah.
I mean, Najee looked real good in pass protection last week. He was real good in some blitz pickups. That gave Ben a lot of more time in the pocket to convert some third downs to Frymuth and Ebron, who are two guys we definitely got to get involved in this game. When you look at the Raiders linebackers, not a lot of big names. KJ Wright, who just joined the team, is probably their best linebacker, I would say. I could be wrong on that, but that's just my assumption.
But their linebackers are, I'd say, the weak point of that defense.
And we have to target the linebackers. Got to get the tight ends involved. Got to get Ebron and Frymuth going. Got to get Muth finally getting set in Pittsburgh and Heinz Field. Heinz Field, man, it's going to be pumped. It's going to be full capacity for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah.
This hometown crowd, the Yinzers, are going to be fucking pumped in Heinz Field. And if Frymuth catches a pass or a touchdown, they're going to go nuts. Get that man involved.
Yes, you got to.
Not only him, as a receiving weapon, but definitely as a blocker because he's very efficient there. Got to try to get a running game going. It's going to be tough because, again, that Raiders D-line is pretty stacked, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But I think this O-line can get something going for Najee.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens, their rushing attack, considering the injuries that they sustained before they even played the Raiders, they still ran the ball very well, I'd say. So I feel like in a way that we got to give Najee Harris the ball and try to run it with him. Last week he didn't have that great of a performance, but I wasn't expecting him to have an Adrian Peterson-like debut. I wasn't.
And he's adjusting. He's adjusting to the landscape,
and the offensive line too, yeah.
Yes. So hopefully this O-line and the blocking in general grows come week 2 in the Heinz Field, and we get a better running attack going with Najee. And hopefully we get some I-form going, get Derek Watt involved to open up some lanes, and get Najee breaking through. As for the Raiders secondary, very young, very uncertain still. A lot of young talent. They got Mohrig in the second round this past year, a steal. Jonathan Abrams in his 3rd year, still uncertain. Same thing with Arnett out of Ohio State last year. So a lot of young talent that is still very uncertain. So I think this receiving corps can definitely get something going.
And take advantage of that, yeah.
Especially with Deontay, Claypool, Juju, maybe get Washington involved. Again, the tight ends. So I'm not going to sleep on this Raiders defense as they were able to somewhat contain Lamar Jackson. But I think this offense got to get something going in week 2.
Try to get into the end zone, convert on third downs, don't turn over the ball.
Definitely finish drives for sure. And hopefully they play all 60 minutes.
Yeah.
The defense last week for sure played all 60 minutes. Hopefully the offense can adjust and do just as good or just the same.
Let's just hope that the Steelers team entirely just plays consistent. They continued the momentum after the big win against Buffalo.
Yes,
let's just hope they can remain consistent. But against the Raiders, it's going to be tough. It's going to be competitive.
No, because they play us tough every time we face them.
Yeah, but let's get this win. Let's get this victory. Let's head to 2-0. Let's get the win in the home opener.
Yeah, let's take this momentum from week 1, head into the home opener with a full capacity crowd that's going to be hot. That's going to be electric, man. The environment's going to be crazy, but like Tomlin said in his press conference, we got to be able to create that exciting environment.
Yeah.
We got to be able to make plays. We got to be able to score touchdowns. We got to be able to get points on the board, get down the field and shut down this Raiders offense.
And take advantage of whatever the defense can really give you.
We got to create an exciting environment for this crowd, and hopefully we can get a win in the home opener, man. That'd be very exciting to start the season 2-0. That'd be fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
So here we go, Steelers. Let's get this win, man. Not going to be a tough challenge. Raiders always play us tough. A lot of respect for the Raiders, especially the Raiders fans, man. Just diehards. You know, they travel with the team even to Las Vegas, being in Oakland for how many years now?
Yeah.
So a lot of respect to the Raiders fans, but it's going to be a tough battle.
Once again, thank you to our sponsor, BetQL, the only app you'll need to beat your sportsbook.
Find their information along with a 25% off discount code in the description of this video. And also check out the special BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL and other sportsbook sign-up offers and bonuses. Let us know your guys' thoughts down below, man. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get this fucking win. Let's advance to 2-0. Start the season off real hot. Get the win in the home opener. Pump the crowd even more, man. And let us know your guys' thoughts. See you guys in the next one. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get this fucking victory.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!